Yeah, it's because you be
Is it
making your
true what they
fucking
say
throat
though?
and esophagus and bronchial tubes fucking abrasive shit. Fucking
Yeah, I
inflames them.
said I'm a West
Hit
name. I'm
that
gonna quit it
motherfucker hard,
all
man. Don't worry
soon.
about me, man.
Yeah, hard. Don't worry about all that. Yo, is it true what they say? Sun Tzu post that meme about Black and Miles.
What?
He said if you smoking Black and Miles, then that's when it's all over. You already been through it all.
Man,
Yeah.
for real.
At that
I
prison.
every time, bro, when I'm out, I always see all the old black men smoking Black and Miles.
You know
Like
what
for
I'm
reals,
saying,
man.
bro?
My grandfather,
The
my
wood shit.
grandfather was doing
They
that
was
shit.
in the
What's up,
wood shit
Awoken one?
too.
My grandfather he didn't even smoke Black and Miles. He smoked the same thing Black and Miles was, Middletons. He smoked Middletons.
Middleton.
And that's what Black and
What's that
Miles
one
is,
cologne
Middletons.
too, Q? What's
Huh?
that cologne? It starts with a J. It's like that old school cologne that the OGs used to wear.
I don't
All
remember.
that, bro. All
I
that
don't
type of stuff.
remember, bro.
Stuff like that. Stuff like that. I can't remember it now. Unc and them used to.
Smoking.
Hit that motherfucker hard, Cryo, man.
Yeah, smoke.
Nah, there you go.
Smoke.
Now you're beginning to do it.
Smoke. Choke for all of us that don't smoke no more. Okay?
So how that I can kiss the sky?
He says see true live or click fan. I rarely get notification. That's crazy. That's dope that they notified you that we was live though. We sitting up here watching Cryo do what we can't do no more.
Yeah,
So Cryo got to do it for us.
If you got one, smoke one.
Exactly. You feel me?
I'll help Cryo a little bit. I'll help Cryo out just a little bit.
Cryo.
I will.
Yeah. Awoken one said he's smoking that real GG. Not the Granddaddy Grapes.
Gorilla
I
Glue.
got some GG number 2.
Oh, the Gorilla Glue?
I got that Gorilla Glue. Yeah, it's that the new GG, not the old Granddaddy Grapes. That's the other GG.
That's the other GG. The Gorilla
From
Glue.
way back. That Gorilla Glue, though. Is it the number 4 Awaken one? Is that Awaken one?
Yeah.
What up, Awaken one? I feel like Awaken one and me go way back indirectly, though, on the lives. We've been kicking it for a minute, Awaken
Way
one.
back like Cadillacs and Crocus Sacks. I don't even want to say Crocus Sacks because a lot of people don't know what that is.
I mean, like Awaken one and
What is a
EC be
crocus
smoking, like,
sack?
the best gas out of the channel. They always be smoking that exclusive.
Yeah, always. Always that exclusive. What's that? That's that exclusive. You know, I can't. You know, and it is crazy though, Master Creator, not even having the urge to smoke no more. He said, yeah. Gorilla Glue number 4.
Oh, that's the good one.
That is
But
crazy.
I could outdrink anybody, bro. I could
I used to
outdrink
have
everybody.
some smoke before I went to sleep, put it out near my bed, and then when I woke up, I finished it.
Yeah.
I just used to have to smoke when I'm driving. I used to have to smoke when I took my break at work. I used to have smoke before I ate. It was like really dangerous.
And it was big dookie too.
Hey,
It
for
wasn't
real.
just a small joint. It was like a 4.2 in each one.
Yeah. You used to have to smoke before a motherfucker did anything. Smoke while I'm taking the shit. Everything.
Yeah.
I used to do.
Everything to do.
That
Even
was
if
the
I
realest part right
If I
there.
farted in front of my girl, I'd be like, "Don't you? I'm sparking the blunt up right now. Don't even worry about that."
Oh man, yeah, don't even worry about it. You feel me? I do
And
that.
then you'll eat the munchies because you get high, so you eat more ice cream. Then you fart more. Then you have to smoke more. It's a vicious cycle. I've been there.
It's a vicious cycle. He said, "Oh."
And I'm lactose intolerant whole time. Yeah.
Snell Horseplay said, he said, I'm about to start growing some purple Ashgan kush soon. Damn.
Ooh, that organic goo-goo.
That goo-goo.
That purple nurple.
Yeah, man. Y'all smoke. Y'all a bad influence on my life. Say it again. Nah.
To be honest, big
Will
brother,
be
you're a great
true
influence on
life
that stuff.
philosophy now.
Hey, I go in the room, my girl be smoking, she be blowing it all in my face, but I'm like going, hey, don't be blowing it in my face and shit. Like, you a bad influence on my life. She's like, I didn't
My
try
homie
that.
was vaping next to me the other day. I started feeling like I was off a nootropic. I was like, I had to roll the window down. Calm down with that
Hey,
vaporizer, bro.
And when somebody threw that rock out that bus, it was while you was in it, or it was just
Man,
before
it's
your
why I
shift
was
had
it was why I was driving. Yeah, I was doing like 35 up the block. And they just stepped out in the black hoodie, looking like Theo or somebody. And just chunked the rock at the bus. I said, I think
What?
I think it was
Was it
I
me?
think it was the Blue Flame, but he don't live in California.
I don't remember doing that.
And I know him,
wasn't
he
in
wouldn't do
California.
something like that. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
hey, the questions they was asking me, did you see who it was? Yeah, I seen a motherfucker with a black hoodie. Well, was he black? Was he white? Like, he had on a black hoodie. It was nighttime, so he looked black, white, or I don't know what color he was, really, to tell the truth.
He was either black or white or Mexican. You know.
I said, wait. I said, man, y'all interrogating me too much, man. I ain't, like, I don't know who did it, but I'm just saying I ain't no snitch either. You know, snitches get stitches. Like,
He's like, I don't know, but if I did know, I wouldn't tell. They're like, damn, so you do know? Like, no.
no, I don't know. But if I did know.
Like, yeah, we get stitches, but we heal also, man.
If I did, I wouldn't, I wouldn't say nothing, but I ain't.
See the Joker? What is the Joker with the stitches on his face? I'm not saying he's snitching.
Yeah, I ain't saying he's snitching, but I'm just saying he do got stitches. They like, so you do know who did it. What the fuck, man? Look on the cameras. Y'all got cameras. Y'all asking me all these goddamn questions.
You're not getting paid to be security and everything.
Yeah, I don't get paid. I didn't go through the training course, the security training course.
We need to get Craig and Day Day to come down here and figure it out.
It's like, man, y'all didn't give that kind of course right there. You feel me? Like, so yeah, I don't know who it was, okay? Like, and why would I know somebody that throw a rock at the goddamn bus? How would the fuck I would know them?
What are you trying to say about me and my friend group?
Yeah, what are you trying to say? Yeah, what the fuck?
Leave me alone. I just started here.
They said, did you piss somebody off? I said no. I'm thinking did one of the motherfuckers that drive the bus
the last bus
piss
driver.
somebody off?
That's why they put you on that route, because it was old ornery Ernie, the bus driver, was on your route, and then they switched you on his because he got fired for throwing rocks at people out the window.
I'm
not intentionally, man. I ain't know my coworker was gonna be hating on me, man.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like, I don't be fucking arguing with people on the bus or talking shit to people on the bus if they ain't got fare. I don't do shit like that. Like, shit.
But they don't know you yet, so they're like, what type of person are you? Like, if they only knew.
Yeah, if they only knew. I'm the type of person that if you go look at the cameras, you see everybody on the bus be talking to me, and when they leave, they be, all right, then. Thanks for the chat. It's like, so, but I don't know. That shit was crazy, though. They was like, was you scared? No, nigga, I wasn't scared. It was a rock. It wasn't bullets. What the fuck I was going to be scared for? Motherfuckers threw a rock. Maybe I should have acted scared, huh? Like,
that was your time to check cash out.
Right, for real. Are you hurt or anything? You still got glass on your head. I'm like, oh, I do? What the fuck?
I got busted.
I was hurt before they threw that shit.
So saying, why are you such an amazing mood today? Oh, this nice fella gave me a nice conversation on the bus. What bus was that again? What was that?
Oh,
okay.
Hey.
Now we know what happened, creator.
Hey,
The Mac of the year.
hey, Master Creator. It was funny today, right? Because it was this lady. She was like 70. This black lady. Like when I pulled up, she was like in a wheelchair. She was just smiling. And then I'm like, dang, you smiling today? She was like, oh, I thought you was my friend's son, because he drive buses too. You kind of look like him. I'm like, I do. I'm like going, I'm trying to help. Man, this lady, bro, she took so long to get on the goddamn bus, bro, but it didn't bother me. Like, if you were to see, how a motherfucker try to park a car in a spot, but they can't get in the spot, but they keep on going forward and backward and forward and backward and forward and backward. That's what she was doing. So I came to help her, and she said, "Nah, I don't need your help, because then if you help me right now, it's gonna be like I'm gonna need your help every other time for the rest of my life." I said, "I might be here to help for that." She said, "Oh shit." She said, "Now you flirting." I said, No, I'm not." So then
For the rest of your life, you're gonna be here for that till we in rocking chairs, baby. The love is real from day one.
No, lady.
At first sight.
Then she started telling me about her husband, and they was together for hella long and shit, and then he broke up with her because some shit happened, and he met somebody else or some shit, and then she started to
He's
go
like,
on.
he mysteriously fell off the cliff, and his life insurance policy was,
Hey, it was funny when she got to the the nitty gritty, and she was like, "Yeah, because he up there talking about, well, what I'm gonna do then, because I wouldn't take him back." And I'm like, "Shit, I'd rather just be celibate." And then she started getting into, well, because I got needs though. I ain't gonna act like I ain't got needs.
She's trying to no way.
I'm gonna
She's already trying to get on that trip.
Yeah, I got needs, because I still can get down. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to hook you
She's
up
being
with.
real
I'm gonna have to hook you up with my boy
It's
Blue
going
Flame.
down, man.
She said, I can still, I know some tricks.
you real quick.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks, but I used to be a show pony. Like, calm down, lady.
This guy is new cream,
I can't drop it no more, but I can fall.
I can pick it up better than ever. Like, calm down.
I won't drop it on it, but I'll fall on it.
I can fall, and I'll hit that life alert. We'll be in that fucking on the floor and everything.
I got quiet as hell. She said, "I got."
Can I take your order?
Scared.
I was scared too. She said, "I got needs." Because I still got it. She said. Hey, but that conversation, she was lit once she got off the bus.
You charged her up?
She's drinking on the bus?
Nah, she wasn't drinking. She was just lit from the conversation. Shit.
Oh.
She was turned.
But it made it seem like you turned that.
She said, I could have knocked that. I could have knocked that youngster. She said, because I do everything for a man. Like, so?
I know you know how to ride them buses, but how about them crutches?
Oh, shit. I said, I said, I've only been driving for 3 weeks? I said, oh, shit. I said, I can't wait to come for this next year. It's about to be turned. I said, I'm recording everything. Hey, Master Creator, this had me dying laughing though, right? A motherfucker got on the bus, and he was an older cat too. He was like 65, right? And he seen somebody, and he looked at him real close, because dude was talking to him, and dude knew him, but he didn't know dude until he got close to him, and he noticed him. He said, man, I didn't even know that was you. He said, man, the other dude, like, where you been? He said, man, I just got out. She said, and then other dude said, whoop-de-whoop died. He said, yeah, man, I heard. And the other dude, like, did you hear from this person and that person? He said, yeah, man, I heard from what's her name, and that motherfucker was telling me he was gonna send me some money when I got locked up. He was gonna look out for me. Man, that motherfucker didn't do shit. I'm looking like, nigga, you 65. What the fuck is you still doing getting locked up? Look,
Yeah.
to be real, if you over 35 and you still going to jail, you need to just find Jesus. Go to church or something. For reals. If you
I'm a
still
hood
Unking, they're
disciple
trying to
though.
find a soup on the yard. What'd you say, Ty?
Nah, I just thought that's a real gang. I just meant being a disciple of the hood. You gotta go by the tenets, man.
Man, I don't. If you 35, if you over 35 and you still going, if you 50 and you still going to jail, just stay there.
And you looking for a goddamn soup from somebody, from a young cat on the yard. You're like, yo, can I get a soup? What's up?
Yeah, how the fuck you gonna be mad because ain't nobody sending you no money? Like, you know, if you was out, you could have been making some money. You could have.
Nobody want to see me win.
Nobody want to see me win, huh? That shit, DMT and shrooms ain't gonna do nothing but make them think they slicker in what the fuck they doing. That's the cold thing about it. That's one thing I've noticed too about psychedelics. It'll make you think you slicker than what you was before. Especially if you're good at what you do.
To a point, and then let you see what you want to do with it.
Yeah, but if you fucking 50 years old, fucking getting fucking 9 years and shit and getting out doing a 9-year bid, it's like, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm just like, okay, all right. Because I never could think about it. Like this the one thing that I started to think about later on is like the other youngster that got on and said, you know, he had just got out. He was in juvenile hall and all that shit. And I'm like going, you know, it's only men locked up. You go, there ain't no women in there.
Yo, I was just talking to some people.
You went out, Theo.
He said, well, technically, if you want to,
That is still going. I'm like, I just don't understand. But I do, but I don't. And then at your generation, still, like, it still don't make sense even more. Like, goddamn. We got stuff to do, like freedom, like have a blunt to smoke, or if you're into that, or a food. You can pick your own food, go to the beach.
no freedom.
Oh, on Drewski, he came out with the new could have been audition thing.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and it was 4 kids. One of them was ski masked up. He's like, yeah, my name is Killer. And he's like, your name Kyle? He's like, no, Killer. And then he started making the shooting, like shooting things with his hands. He's like, I mean, I'm over top of him. And then he's like, all right, what's the next guy name? Then he was trying to he said, well, let me guess, murder? He said, no. That's the other guy at the bottom. Like they had 4 guys. The 4th guy name was Murder. And he was 13 too.
Killer, murder. It's like, what the fuck? Like, y'all know it's
And then the other guy had the nerve to be named Kyle. He's like, how the fuck you get named Kyle? That's why you don't got the gun. You're named Kyle.
Yeah, you fuck around and get locked up, and you know it's only dudes in there. You feel me? That's it.
And
it's
then,
only men.
no, that's what he tried to say to him. He said, I'm gonna try to preach to y'all. I'm gonna try to talk to y'all. He said, man, we ain't down for no preaching, man. We about this. And he was like, oh, okay, big bro. Even though they like 13.
Yeah.
and, you know, it's only death and jail. And he's like, man, I just came out of juvie.
Oh my God. That's what Awoka said. He said they say it's the principal, but he said it's crazy how rampant deaths are in prison and county jails, like stabbings and all that, and it usually be over stuff like not paying someone back for a 20-cent ramen noodle pack. Exactly. Don't you know a top ramen can start a whole war?
Yeah. Flavor Town.
It's the principality.
It's the principal.
Flavor Town, bro. You see the spiked up hair with the blonde.
It's the principal,
Flavor Town.
bro. Not worse than having someone shit. That's how they
How'd you
feel.
get that
really
rare Oriental flavor, man? Where you get that Oriental flavor at, man?
Like, man.
What you trying to say?
Hey, if you think about it, a lot of dudes in prison died over cigarettes. Over a cigarette. Over one cigarette. You feel me? Yeah, prison is crazy as shit.
And what make it crazier from my view is that all the so-called principles was designed by the people that made the prison, because they in league with the businesses and the social culture and with the music industry in some ways, with the people in the project. Like,
Yeah,
that's a
it's
total
wild.
setup.
Like I understand if you got to do what you got to do, but I'm just saying it ain't nothing but being in prison. And if you got a girl when you go, trust me, somebody gonna be with her other than you. Cause that's basically what you're saying, baby. I don't like pussy that much. It's good, it's cool and shit, but like that be the dudes that be out there and they be shooting dudes over their girl. They get mad because they girl vessel and so they'll go shoot the guy.
I'm
Like the
never
one
gonna
dude.
see her again.
Never.
Bro, you ain't a
Never.
real hustler if you ain't wear the same drawers for a month with dookie stains like crazy.
Yeah, you ain't no
Hello?
real motherfucker unless you wore somebody else's drawers, because that's what you gonna do when you get to prison. You
Dookie stains.
Them drawers has already been worn.
You clean them right for you. Here you go.
Yeah,
Two of these.
two of them. You feel me? Hey, the strings gonna be all. The elastic gonna be worn out. They gonna be too big. You gonna have to tie them in a knot. You feel me?
You about to have 99 years and one dark day in the whole
dark day.
In one dark day.
If you do something real good and you get a gang of time, later on you'll be able to find somebody to get you some new draws. But I'm just saying.
But at first, those dookie stains you'll be scarred. Even when you have the new ones, you'll be stained.
Hey Theo, that's what's funny. That's what's funny because you got to when you come into the county jail, you got to take off your drawers to put on somebody else's drawers.
It's like when you come into a body, it's like used proteins and structures, lipids from your mother. Now we go into a whole new system. They don't have sunlight.
That's it.
They don't have plants.
That should be funny.
They have limited food.
Because I was watching a video a long time ago when Blueface got locked up, and then they was like, "How you doing in there?" He was like, "I'm good. I'm around my folks, my people." I'm like, hey, "You ain't good. Tell the truth. Tell the truth." like your hair don't even look the same. You can't get S curls no more. Your hair done got nappy. Like,
yo,
hey, Brick Baby, all of them.
Ain't hitting.
Yeah, it ain't hitting
the right way.
It ain't taking. The Vaseline ain't taking with that S curl. The S curl, like, no, I need that juice. I need that soul.
Get locked up.
Glow.
Still out on the street somewhere.
Is motherfuckers that never worked a day in their life. When they go in there, they be wanting to work the kitchen and shit. Hey, you need some hot water? You know I'm working the kitchen, right?
Yeah, I got them steaks. Got them steaks and shit.
I want extra hard boiled eggs.
Motherfuckers would rather work for free in there than be out here working for some real money.
Exactly. That's another thing, right? When you go in there, you get that free job. You feel me? To where you have to work. You want to get halftime, you have to work. And if you don't get like no IDL job or one of the other jobs that paid, you just gonna be working for them. You feel me? To work your half so you can get halftime. So it's like, damn, and you gotta work a free job. So it's like, and you only around men. So every time you go take a shower, you working around men. And if you do feel like you want to get one of them real jobs that's gonna pay, every time you go to work, every morning, you gotta strip down asshole naked and you gotta squat and cough going in, and then on the way out, they strip you down again. Man, exactly. You making like $100 a month, basically. Yep. You feel me? 140. Yeah. I was making an IDL, but you getting stripped asshole naked when you go to work and when you come back from work. And I never could understand like the COs, right? Because you got the COs. And they the ones got to look at your asshole. They got to look at assholes and nuts all day, too.
What do you do for a living? I went to college. I got a degree. I'm an asshole looker. Like, who does that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, squat and cough. Lift up your balls. Lift up your dick. It was like, and people try to make it seem like you get stripes for going to jail. Bro, no. You don't get them ain't they need to
anything,
change the
it's
rules
not
on
but-
this shit.
It's nothing but slaves
true.
and house niggas in jail.
That's it.
True,
That's
true,
it.
true Cryo. Hey, true Cryo said, "What I got to do to be a CO again?" True.
I'll take my TB test. Can I go now?
You gotta look at
Fuck,
1,000.
Chris.
You gotta look at
Nah,
1,000
what really
buttholes a
is,
day.
how some motherfuckers they don't never clean up their shit. They don't never do shit like. But when they go in there, they celly damn near teach them how to clean, or they basically got to clean and
Yeah.
keep shit sanitized.
Yep.
You gotta
Ricky
learn from
Ross.
jail just to come home and be able to clean.
Hell
When your
yeah.
mom was trying to get you to clean the whole time and you wasn't trying to clean nothing.
Nothing.
But
Go
now
to
you out
jail.
of
They
jail,
be
like,
like, man, you ain't
the
nigga,
bathroom.
you ain't took a shower in 3 days. You better go get your ass in that shower. You gonna get beat up. Ain't
Push it to
showered
the
in 3,
limit.
4 days and shit. It's like, damn, but but when you go shower, yeah, you gonna be showering around men. Every day. Oh, hell no, bro. Hell
There's
no.
always like a bunch of lukewarm or like cold showers, and then one of the showers.
Hey, True.
What's up with it, EB?
Hey, did you get your license, your commercial license in the mail yet?
Nope, not yet. It's taking hella long.
Okay. Yeah, because when you do get it, make sure it has. Make sure it don't. Because on mine, let me show you. Because it looks like this, right? You
Yeah.
can see it. Okay, in the back. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Kind of blurry.
Yeah, I see
Okay,
it.
yeah. Make sure it's like this, because sometimes the DMV they be tripping on your air brake.
Oh,
Yeah, make sure, because it don't say restriction on your air brake. I got to go back and get the renew my medical.
oh yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's. How's the bus driving doing? How is that? I know it's getting a little bit crazy, isn't it?
Nah, I mean it's good. It's good, bro. Somebody threw a rock at the window, but other than that, that shit is cool as shit, bro. Because I get along with everybody, so it's been good as hell.
Yeah, I kind of like. I work for Long Beach Transit, and Greyhound, especially Greyhound. Greyhound was okay. Long Beach Transit was okay too.
Yeah,
How was the
You get-
summertime in the LBC?
wait, hold on. I use
though?
restroom real fast. I use restroom.
Oh, it was okay. Yeah. When I was driving the Long Beach Transit, it's actually a comfortable job though. It wasn't all that bad. Actually, it was really comfortable. But I actually liked driving for the casino, because I would go back and forth to Vegas, man. And drive. I would go back and forth to Vegas, and I would stay there for 2 days, and just kick back. That was only on the weekend, and then I just drive the passengers back to where they got to be at the destination. But I would go back and forth on the weekends, but on the weekdays I would go to Pachanga and drive the people out there to the casino up in I forgot up in Pachanga. But yeah, man, I had to go back to just renew my medical because it expired. So yeah. Once you get it, I mean, if you guys try to, go for your commercial driver's license, it's cool. It's cool while you drive and everything. Nobody really bugs you. I mean, sometimes, but not all the time.
I think that's the part that I like is the fact that you don't have nobody watching over you. You feel me?
Yeah. You don't have to exactly. You don't have you don't have nobody watching over you, but you do got the camera just in case.
Yeah, that's
you got that camera, because the camera, because sometimes you probably gonna have some disturbance on the people on the buses, but not really all the time. Because I got a flu when I was working for Long Beach, but that wasn't that bad, especially around the hood area.
Oh yeah, see, but that's what I'm saying. I'm from the hood, so you feel me? I know,
Oh yeah.
I know when the hood folks get on. You feel me? I'm one of them. They be like, everybody been cool. I ain't had like not one asshole yet.
Oh.
I ain't saying I can't get one, but
What
And
they
they was
say?
like, Eric, you're one of our best workers, but we seen you on camera vibrating to those frequencies, man. We can't have you doing that. You're one of our best workers, now.
Oh man.
every time they ask you if it's hot, you shake your head no.
Hey, what about
Can I
those?
get a free ride, sir?
I got plenty of that. You know, because sometimes they be coming on the bus without paying the amount they supposed to pay. So I say, oh, just go ahead and come in. I just, if they put it just a little bit, then just go ahead and come in. I mean, but hey, true. But what about tips? Are you allowed to keep your tips?
You can't get no tips on the bus.
Oh, for real?
Hell no.
I'm trying to figure out what
Who
type
was
of
you
titties
driving
he's talking
for?
about.
Oh, Long Beach, they be giving me some tips. I was getting tips.
Was that like at Mardi Gras or something?
From some passengers.
They said some dude got fired. They said a dude got fired because he had a tip jar.
What? Oh, that's that's one thing I didn't have. I just put that bad boy right in my pocket. I didn't have no tip jar. I just they would hand me like $1.
Yeah.
But because I guess it's like different bus companies.
The only tip you get is don't eat egg salad if you plan to ride the bus.
Yeah, no tuna salad either.
That's crazy.
Oh wow.
No, but it was actually because I guess different companies allow tips, but especially if you drive for like those tour bus companies, you get gang tips. Because I would give a lot of tips when I was driving for those tour bus companies.
Yeah, that's what they was saying. Somebody was telling me about driving for the airport, and they was like they make hella money off tips driving for the airport.
Oh yeah, definitely. But hey, okay, yeah, that's another thing. I did work for the LA airport too. That's the most that airport I could tell you, right? It's crazy. I mean, working for the that bus company, because on the weekends you get, how you get backed up traffic. You do get some. I mean, you do get a lot of tips, because I did work for LAX, the airport bus.
Oh yeah.
Around they drive around the inside the airport itself. Go all the way around, then you go all the way. Okay, no, you go to the top of the top, and then where you take the passengers you got to go each and every gate stop.
Yeah.
And you drop passengers off, and then you got to go down to the bottom and pick up the arrival, and you pick them up, and then you got to each and every stop, and then you got to take them to the parking, the airport parking, where they can get into car.
Yeah, I was saying MTS is starting people off at like $27 right now.
Ooh, that's pretty good right there.
Yeah, I said, oh shit.
Oh man.
I said, because right now, making like 40K, that's like 50.
Hey,
50K a year starting off, like you can't beat that. And it's weird because it's so easy.
Yeah, it is. It's real easy.
It's so easy.
But see, because when I worked for this company called M Coach, I think it was up in I forget what place was it. I would drive. Hey, are the buses you can drive, are they 30 or 40 footer?
Shit, I forgot.
30. I think they probably be like 30. 30 foot. 30 foot, yeah. If it's transit bus, I think it's 30 foot.
Yeah, because over there
Because,
in Chula Vista, they got the double ones.
Oh, the double. Oh, okay. That's like what, 50 or 60?
Yeah, they got them double wides. We ain't got them over here though, but we got we got the full electric ones though.
Electric ones? Oh,
yeah, fully electric. That shit crazy, bro. Like the electric cars and shit. That because you know that shit don't make no noise when it's on. It just be quiet.
Be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing a little driving out here too. But it's like 30 foot buses here.
Yeah.
But I like a little bit touring, and when I drive these people, because you know they all speak Chinese and everything, and the tour guide, you know, because on the bus it has a GPS, so it's easy to get around with the GPS on the bus. It's really nice. It's got like a TV. They got a TV and all that stuff, VCRs up in there. And I would drive to, you know, it's like a regular tour bus company, to where all the passengers need to go to.
See, that's cool.
I go to the place. Yeah,
we don't got no goddamn GPS.
Oh, for real?
Hell no. It's a little map, and it pop up when you stop. It pop up and it show you, like, you know, the different stops, this like that. But once you start driving, that shit go away.
Oh, okay. Do they allow you to use your phone? No, not really, because you have to be like.
You better not have you sit in that chair. You better not even have your phone in your hand at no given time. You will get let go.
Oh, okay. Like when I was driving tour, right? I use the because some people would use a phone for direction. But what you do is you put it, like, you know, on the side of the window. And when you put it on the side of the window, it'll let you know where to go to, because sometimes I would get lost.
That's what I'm saying though, Eric B. That's what I don't understand, right? They give you this sheet, right, that tell you your time points and the streets you going on. But you can't have like no GPS device. I said, but you can have this little paper that you can read the streets and the time points. I said, that's fucking dumb as shit.
Yeah, you know.
They need to have a whole app that knows all the bus routes. And then, exactly. So it know the direction of each bus route, and it show you each stop as you driving.
Yeah,
but they don't.
But you know,
we gotta have Just Time create that app. Just Time get rich. Get these millions. Just Time.
I'm writing it down right now.
What I did, what I did when it was time for me.
33 Tahoe OG.
When it was time for me to
clean up on aisle 33.
You know how they get, you know, the person that behind you. What I did is I wrote the streets down at the same time as he was driving.
Exactly.
That way, that's what I was actually doing until I got used to it, because it was, you know, man, when I was driving transit, I did take some wrong turns.
Yeah, I did too. I did that a couple of times. But then I started, you got to stop. Like, I'll stop at one of the stops, and I'll look at the map up there. Because, you know, once you start driving, like I said, it goes away. Yeah. I said they need to update that shit. I don't know, bro. I guess they'll learn.
It'd be easier if they had the map, like a GPS, I mean, installed on their buses.
Exactly.
And that way it will be easy. I mean, so easy just to go to one stop, because I know some different transit companies that has that.
Yeah, because and it's wild because, you know, say if you get a route that you don't know. Everybody that's there then said that they didn't went off route, like, you know, once or twice when they first started.
Oh.
So it's like y'all can do something to actually change that, but, you know, I don't know if it's being cheap or whatever, because I was thinking of all type of shit, like Remember when they came out with the Cadillacs and the Cadillacs had the speedometer little thing on the windshield to show you how fast you going? Like if they had something to where if you driving, like right there, transparent, is showing you the stops and showing you your route. So you're always looking at everything ahead of you. You never really have to take your eyes off the road.
Exactly. I don't know.
They need to make an app to even where like if certain roads are closed, it could still teach you the maneuver around to go to the next bus stop type thing.
Yeah. Cause look, this what happened, right? Like I got to a spot and like it was a wreck. So I couldn't get around the wreck. So I called it in and they was like, look at your messages up there on the thing. And like the messages pop up and it'll tell you the route up there. And it's like, what the fuck? Like this fucking stupid as shit. So now I got it telling me to turn right right here and then turn left on this street. It just say the streets. It don't show you the route you going. Yeah, and then when I made the right and I made the left, one of the supervisors was way up the street, like standing there with his car parked, pointing the other way I go. Like, yeah, go this way. And I'm like going, damn, y'all, why y'all doing it the hard way? Like, this is kind of hard. You feel me? But okay. Great. You feel me? They still manually do stuff. Like in Las Vegas, my cousin worked for Transdev in Las Vegas. He said they got like an iPad. Because like what we still do is we still do like the paperwork. Like when you check your bus and everything, we write it down. He said they got an iPad that they just tap on the bus and then it pop up everything and they just touch it and be like, boom. Like yeah. And I'm like going, I don't know. But I think this bus station here is El Cajon is new. It's not fairly old like a lot of other ones. That's why they don't have that many buses and all that shit. And then they don't go on Sundays. But the other one in Chula Vista, that shit goes 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
Oh, man.
But it's still cool though. I'm saying shit. I don't be complaining shit. I'll be like shit. I get lost on the route. Shit, you just call that shit in.
What's the longest the route there that you on that where you work at? What's the longest?
Oh, they got one that you like get on the freeway. You go over like fucking 5 different cities. Like that shit far as shit. That shit far as shit, but that's the one where they do the electric bus, and they said it'd be like lawyers and judges and different people riding the bus back and forth, I guess, or some shit. I don't know. A lot of the people that work downtown. I'm like, okay.
Like, that judge that gave you life, cousin? I know his route.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Look, I ain't no snitch. I don't snitch on judges and police either. So if he got you, you got yourself, okay? Shit. But I ain't gonna lie, that shit cool because it seemed like the time go by so fast.
Real fast, yeah.
That shit go by fast as hell. Like once you start and you start driving, oh yeah, by the time you start, you be fucking done. I'm like going, dang, I'm like, shit, the day went by so fast. I'm like, I don't remember half the shit that happened.
Yeah, because I mean, especially when you know what it is, because you're so focused on the road and passengers get on, and you're not really focused on the time. I mean, once you focus on the time, yeah, it's gonna be slow, but once you especially during peak hours and stuff, when everybody get on the bus, school, and morning, lunch, and especially in the afternoons when people get off of work.
The thing the thing you can't stand is the people that be driving on the street. They can't stand to be behind the fucking bus. They hate that shit. It's like if they behind the bus, it's like they just died or something. It's like they do anything to not let you either let you go or or even just to get around you. Like they will fucking cross lines and some more shit. Damn, they're getting wrecks just to try to get in front of the bus. And I'm like, why is you putting yourself in danger like that? A motorcycle missed me, I'm telling you, by a foot. Just trying to get in front of me. Cars then did the same thing every day, bro. Every day it'd be the same thing. I'd just be like, y'all crazy. But okay. I guess that's why they say you gotta be like a professional driver, so you gotta watch everybody on the road.
You gotta constantly look at the mirrors.
Yep. You gotta be bobbing and weaving. You gotta be bobbing and weaving like Master Creator throwing punches at you. What's up, XL?
Well, I'm gonna get you, Cryo. I'm gonna get you, Cryo.
Cryo
you ain't gonna get nothing.
Cryo hit that dab. Cryo floating right now.
Oh yeah,
Ain't say not a damn word.
He been floating since he hit
Yeah,
that
ET came in and said, I'm smoking gelato 33 times Tahoe OG. Like, god damn, man, that shit sound good.
Yeah, and I ate a bowl of chocolate cereal. What up?
The Tahoe OG by itself is the shit.
Yo, how do I join? Hold on, Isaac. I'm gonna share the Discord right now if I can. Let me see if I can share it to YouTube. Hey. Wait, hold on. What? Oh, copy link. Hey, yeah, man. But it's been cool as hell, fam. Hey, now what you about to do, Master Creator?
What?
I said y'all went and ate, y'all went and did everything. Now what you doing?
Then I'm gonna go to the house and microdose on these mushies, man, and play with Zelda.
Some Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't even know why. Man, I ain't played the PlayStation in so damn long.
Man, I ain't played that motherfucking hella long too. It's hella funny because I went back.
Man, I don't even play my Switch no more.
Go back
I just play my
online, like you know
GameCube.
how you play your game that you
Yeah.
signed up for. It's like, man, you ain't been having this shit for like 6 months now. You ain't even been on your shit. Like the last time you logged on was months ago.
Months ago, it'd be like you ain't
Dang.
logged on in months, and when you did, you was only watching movies. I'm tired of your insubordination.
What got you vaping?
Huh?
True.
Trying to just want to stop smoking cigars. So
Smart. Me too. I switched to vaping again.
I just started getting the vape. You feel me?
I'm about to smoke me a black and mild as soon as I get in the house.
Yeah. Because every time when I smoke a black, it's like everybody can smell it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If I vape, don't nobody know I was vaping. You feel me?
They can hear that motherfucker though.
Man, if I what's the name though, shit, you know they be talking about, man, they smell like cigars. If I start telling you what you smell like, you gonna be bad.
I'll be right.
If I tell you, you gonna be mad. What's up with it, Isaac?
What's up with it, Isaac Spirit, man?
What we talking about, bro? Oh, you gotta
You on
unmute
mute
your
right
mic.
now, bro. Yeah.
So do I have to put the camera on? Or...
You can put the camera
there,
on.
man. Okay.
Yeah, you can put it on if you want to. That's up to you.
That's all right. No one else is. So I ain't trying to trip out.
Yeah. What's up, though, man? What brought you here today?
Oh, the first hashtag psychedelics. That's why.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, let's talk. We can talk psychedelics
story,
now.
man.
We can get into
That's a trip.
psychedelics
Life
right
and
now.
Hey, let me actually real quick. I'm gonna go hit a bowl. I hit Mokes.
You can hit a
Sanford
bowl
style.
while you here.
Yeah.
No, I can't smoke in the garage. We got a baby in the house. I can't.
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
flow in. I'm gonna
Okay,
go outside.
understandable.
So I'll be right back.
Practice.
So,
Keep it
then I'll
practice.
flow.
All right. That's cool. Now we get to sit back and.
Up in the,
No, it's not.
the fan.
No, we
Okay,
can't
cool.
hear it. Now we get to listen to Isaac talk psychedelics. We about to change the whole conversation. Y'all get ready. Here we go. Just I.
This is a treat, right?
Hey,
You remember what you was just saying earlier?
it's gonna just happen.
You feel me? You just
What's happening? What's happening?
you're just talking about it. You get to get all these experiences and put them together, man.
Yeah, I had got those notes too. I was leaving that in the producer's mind. Yeah.
It's like Banjo Kazooie with the golden jigsaw pieces. Would you
Yeah.
like to play a game? Everything coming together just at the right time.
Just at the right time, like Exile. What up? What
You
up?
even gotta get
Right
people's
on time.
quick journeys too, Ty. I've seen a lot of stuff, brother. Gotta get that too.
Hey, cause you know what, that'll be dope too. Cause once you put it in book form and then you take it, and then you have the actual voices also to do the audiobook version. But the audiobook version is gonna be their voice. You know what I mean?
It's just me and the voices.
Man,
We
don't
need more permission for that.
you got what you mean? You got I just gave you the permission. Everybody's
I
here.
mean,
We're live.
To sell their voices in the audiobook. They gonna come from
You gotta find their archetype.
They're
you gotta
here.
Find the closest archetype.
They're
Yeah,
here.
You gotta find Macho Man Randy Savage.
If they hear
Listen.
already on the live, they're already saying it's okay for their experience to be used. They gave me the okay, so now that I have the okay, I'm giving the okay to you. Okay.
Okay.
It's like you got the okay.
Okay, but we'll still have to talk to the lawyer. But yeah, that sounds dope.
Nah.
I work at Walmart now.
I work at Walmart now, dude. Why we see you putting shit on the shelf at Target?
Attention, everybody in Walmart.
too.
Aisle 33. Report.
Oh, welcome back,
Tell us
Isaac.
that trip story, Isaac, man. Tell
Yeah,
us
let's
that
get
trip
into it.
story.
You got the floor,
How deep
man.
did
We
it
just
get,
gonna
man?
listen and comment in. This is
All right,
Isaac.
where
You
should I
got
start?
it.
Should I like go down the journey, or should I like say where I started, or should I list off
How
what
you
I've
started?
done?
Hey,
before,
the long
the
story,
before.
not the short
wanna
one,
hear
okay?
You want to hear the long? Man, okay, I ran out of beer. I probably got like 20 minutes before I'm gonna hit the bed. But so when I started, I was 18 years old in Santa Cruz. My friend's like, yo, we got some shrooms. I'm like, yo, bet, let's go. We took an eighth to the face, and
Ooh.
that was
What
so
kind
like
was it?
harmonic because at that time I never knew anything bad. So everything was just pure. I would looked up at the stars and saw like a deer and like how harmonic it was, and like saw the balance of like I can't explain it. It was shrooms, but
Yeah.
then that was what started it. And then what really started it was I was in Colorado in like 2014. Some doctor's on his deathbed. He's like, yeah, I'm about to die. I have a bunch of acid. You want some? I'm like, yeah, sure. So he gives me like 4 tabs of Swiss Chris rated at 400 each. So I took like 1.6 milligrams at once. Took all 4, and
Damn.
the whole next day aligned like a movie. But like before that, I was outside of my body, skateboarding down the street in third person on acid. I put it on everything. I was outside of my body in the sky skateboarding, and I'd go up and down, up and down, up and down. Got back to my body, called my friend. I'm on acid. I'm tripping out. He's like, bro, you have like 12 hours to go. I'm like, oh shit. So the next day I wake up. The whole next day is aligned like a movie, like Jason Bourne. Like
Yeah.
I went to the mall. Everyone was me. I was everyone, right? And I wasn't afraid to talk to anyone, do anything. I could do anything I wanted. Everyone was me. And so then I like put on an anime shirt. Randomly bought one. I'm like, I'm gonna buy this. Put it on. I roll up downtown Denver. I'm in Colorado, and I started doing parkour down like 15-foot drops, like weird shit I'd never do sober, but I'm still coming off. The next day, I'm on acid still. The next day, the next morning. So I put the anime shirt on. I'm downtown Denver doing parkour down like 15-foot drops. I show up at Anime Con. I had no idea it was Anime Con. With an anime shirt on, and it rhymes. Kind of fun.
Yeah.
But, so like, kind of weird. So then I'm like, did I do this out of body? And then it gets weirder. I go downstairs. This guy is holding in his hand with the same character that's on my shirt, is holding in his hand 3x3 sheet of blotter acid ink holographic tabs. And I go downstairs and I see it. I'm like, bro, what? How is that possible? It's like, it's like the coincidences of all coincidences collided in like to a quantum event.
Dang. Hey, okay.
So like,
you know what? Okay, the part where you said you were seeing yourself in third person, where you was above, looking at yourself. Was you looking at yourself from above, looking at yourself down, skating? Or how was that?
Perfectly down, like from above, perfectly down. Maybe from an angle slightly giving me a better perspective than perfectly down. Like, you know, maybe not 90, maybe 87, 88.
Yeah, that's what I never could understand off shrooms is like when like I'll be tripping in the backyard and I'll be in the sky looking down at myself tripping, but then it was times like a lot of times I could see myself in a whole 360. Like in a full 360, like at one time, like up, down, left, right at one time.
Yeah. That more describes salvia to me. My salvia experience was I could every angle at once.
Yeah.
But I could imagine you could reach that in any state because the first time I astral projected was before I took any psychedelics. I've only smoked weed at this point. I was 18. I only smoked weed when I got like 17 and a half. And so I astral projected to a guided meditation I found on the internet. And it worked. First time out of body. Boom. Straight up.
Oh, dang. What happened?
I just remember flying around town, like going around, like seeing everything I knew, and then like kind of getting this vibe that brought me back to my body, I guess. I don't know. It's like you have to kind of balance your energy right to stay in that. It's like when you lucid dream, you can get waking up kind of.
Yeah. So what was
the first time I tried though? It worked.
What was
18, You ever get stuck in a lucid dream?
Yes. That was the most terrifying experience I had. The next day, I actually called my boss and I can't make it to work.
Wait, well, how'd you get stuck? What do you mean you got stuck?
So I chanted Yeshua's name, Yeshua, 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 like in different tones with my heart energy for like 2 hours on shrooms one day. Yeah. And then I started lucid dreaming because I would say his name in a dream and I'd lucid dream instantly because I know that word's tied to the deepest part of my soul. So then I would like cast out demons that were trying to attack me in the name of Yeshua. I'd wake up and cast them out and realize I'm dreaming, and then they would turn into like a demon. It was a girl. I'm like, hey, in the name of Yeshua, get out. And it turned into a 6-armed being, hung itself on a light pole with a chain when I said the name Yeshua.
Yeah.
Like weird stuff was happening. So then one day I got stuck in a lucid dream where my dad showed me the Matrix was real.
What?
And he's like, yeah, the Matrix is real. We think it's on Saturn and they have clones of us and shit. Weird shit. So then it makes me wonder how our subconscious works and if they could like subconsciously program us in a different dimension, like in a clone setting where like your moments and your decisions are made prior because of quantum physics or like how your energy works. They could put you in a dream, put you in a simulation, make your actions come true based on the dream. Like weird shit, right?
Yeah.
So then I couldn't wake up out of the dream. So then I'm like, I woke up my dad in the dream world. I'm like, Dad, I can't get back to Earth. He's like, just keep trying. So then I go back to my bed. I start saying Yeshua, 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 Yeshua. I jump back to my body. I have sleep paralysis. And I'm saying with my throat chakra, because my voice is silenced by a demon or something, Yeshua, down here. Yeshua, boom, boom, Yeshua, down here. Like here. Yeah. And I got a sleep paralysis. But it was so intense. I called my boss that morning. I had to turn around. I was already on my way to work. It was so intense. I turned around.
Dang. So like, did it seem like at that time that the world was like just a dream?
It seems that when we're in this place, it's more real. But in another dimension, we have a more heightened state. Like this one is more real. That one, we're in a higher state. It doesn't make sense, but this one is more important. This dimension is more grounded. This dimension is more the source of that dimension.
Have you ever got the
But
feeling
without
that
this one, that one is overtaken and doesn't exist.
yes, exactly. It's like almost like you're existing in all of them at one time, and each one complements
Yeah, and then
the
I had
other.
another dream in Colorado during the same month period I did the Yeshua thing. I took like 4 grams of penis envy mushrooms. The high potency ones are like 6 grams or something like crazy. I reached Shambhala by meditating for 2 hours. I reached a place that was a place of enlightenment that you had to understand how to get there to exist there for your state of being to be there. Something got mad at me for being there, sent me downward in a downward spiral to my body. And then if you read the Emerald Tablet of Thoth, it says when they cast him out of the higher dimension, they got mad at him. He went downward in a spiral back to his body to flee them, to get away from them. Weird. So then I reached Shambhala. I had deja vu when I got back to my body for 2 hours, and I meditated for 2 hours to get there. So then the mushrooms told me CERN did it. CERN, you know, the hydrogen collider, messes with time. It alters time. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, so dang, bro, that is wild. That is wild. You in the right place.
Within 2 months in Colorado. It's legal to
Welcome
get DMT.
home, baby.
Have you did DMT?
Yeah, I did DMT once for 30 days straight, and then I did it another time for like 15 days straight.
Okay, what was that like?
It allowed me to overcome a lot, and like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, you'll be faced with 2 paths where either you're gonna break or you're gonna get strong. And I always somehow talk myself into taking the stronger path, right?
Yeah.
And then what's weirder is I've had more PTSD from saving a guy's life drowning than I ever had from a psychedelic.
Yeah.
Straight up. And that's my biggest problem right now. I saved a guy's life like a year and a half ago drowning, and I swam like 30 meters, got him, played water polo. I was team captain. I'm out of shape, and I just knew instinctively I could probably do it. I felt like I was gonna die. My neck's been fucked. Like I feel like it's out of place since that day. Like it got twisted. Like,
dang, have you dove in since then?
I strained my whole body to save this guy one day. What?
Have you dove in since then? Since that happened?
No, I haven't even touched water.
No, I'm talking about have you done any psychedelics since that happened?
Oh yeah. I did psychedelics probably the last time 2.5 months ago. I did mushroom.
And you didn't have no kind of, it didn't bring certain things of that nature up within the journey?
No, I've done mushrooms like 90 times since then.
So what do you think about the deja vu? What's your thoughts on that?
Very interesting. It's either to me a preconceived notion of something you know is going to happen, or there's something to how like the Matrix talks about where they're altering time. So I would say there's a mixture of that where like the deja vu might trigger the future that like you're gonna see.
Yeah.
And you can adapt to it, or like when you trigger the deja vu, that's when something wants to alter it. Maybe I'm not quite sure.
Okay, think about this though, right? Okay, remember when you said you went and got that shirt, right? Before you went to the little thing, I keep on forgetting what it's called, to that little festival, and the dude had the acid sheets with that shirt on it. Okay, now let's say, right, in a sense, you were in 100% control of your reality and you just didn't know it.
Yeah, and I always had this theory that they want to break your willpower, change your manifestation power to make it turn out the way you don't want to because of the way they treated you and the way you change your energy.
Yeah, because it's kind of weird to think about, because that's one thing that I noticed on psychedelics also, like when you dive in, like it'll show you how you actually created your reality. It'll show you every step of the way that you did it. Now,
and that's why I see it so important to forgive people and to like clear your energies and what God talked about, because if they want to make your energy manifest evilly, they will have to make you like use your energy in a bad way, and they'd have to like mess with you, they'd have to fuck with you, they'd have to get in your mind, they'd have to make your willpower switch to good from evil. Like, and that's why I see the biggest battle is on Earth almost.
Yeah, a lot of times they don't like and it's so easy to do that because all they got to do is put it in something that you watch or something that you read to where it's
Or
kind of
listen to
pinging off of everybody that same thought, that one little thought that they could put in one movie, one TV show, one music script, one like
one
in
video
anything.
game as a kid.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Anything.
Exactly. And it'll sit in your subconscious mind, and everything that sits there comes to the forefront after a while. Like over time, it will show itself. And I think like in a sense, it's like a lot of the, like I be feeling like a lot of the thoughts and like these ideas that we have been like given to us over time. Like they're not ours. We claim them to be ours, but they're really not ours. Almost like at times like life is already living itself, which it already did before. Now it's just redoing it in your body, in that body, in that body. It's redoing everything that it already did before. And now like, cause that's why like, cause if you think about it, like every thought, like I'll be feeling like every thought that we have, it was here. It was already here. Every idea. Like even if we think, oh, in the morning I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna eat a bowl of cereal. It's been done before. Oh, I'm gonna believe in this. It's been done before. Everything has been done before. And so we're taking it all over and we're making it ours. So, but the way we're building it is different than the ones that were before us. We're building it a little different, but we're taking the same things, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. Be like with intent. With a hammer, you could build a house. With a hammer, you could, like destroy someone.
Yeah.
Like, defend yourself. But
Yeah.
it depends on how you use the tool. For sure.
Yeah.
Like I had something and then the hammer thing caught me off.
Yeah. That's what be happening.
I don't remember anything now.
Hey, how about that time you seen everybody as yourself when you was in the mall?
Yeah.
Were they dressed just like you, or were they dressed like how they were dressed? But
No,
just
consciously and internally, I was everyone and everyone was me.
Yeah, it wasn't no separation.
There's none. I had no fear. I could walk up to them like I was walking up to my dog or something.
Hey, when that happens, it be the weirdest thing because it's like you know what they gonna say, and you know what you gonna say back to them. It's like you know what everybody's gonna say or what everybody's gonna do.
Yeah, similar to how you said everything's played out. It's like if our thought traveled at light speed, are we just catching up to it's already happened?
Yeah.
I always had that theory, like, oh, it's already happened because we think so fast. Like we're just kind of trying to catch up.
Hey, so what? Okay, when that happened and you seen everybody consciousness or whatever as yourself, how did you react to it, and what did you do to make yourself accept that that's what it was? What's up, Christos?
It's a very good question. I don't know. It's very humbling because before that, I went to the In-N-Out burger. The first place I went to before the mall was In-N-Out. And I ate the burger and I realized I'm eating meat. And something internally said, why in the world are we doing this? And like, why am I eating this? Like, what's the purpose? And it really spoke to me on a deeper level. And I think it set me into emotional humbleness before I entered the mall that I felt when everyone was me and I was everyone. Because I went to In-N-Out, got a burger, and I had to question myself and look at internally why we do it.
Yeah.
Like, weird. So I don't know, maybe it has something to do with that, but it was like, okay, so I followed God at the time and I just got out of missionary school.
Yeah.
So like I was already feeling the most pure version of myself. So I saw the most pure version of myself probably in everyone.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was. And when you can identify yourself with God and in the purity, He sees us no matter through your brokenness or through your youth or through anything. That if you can find that part of you, then you could probably be treating people around you like with that energy.
Like you treat yourself. And I think that's the most beautiful part is when you begin to see yourself in everybody you come in contact with. It don't matter who they are. A drug addict, a homeless person, even a murderer. Like you see a little bit of you within that person. And I think that's what, gives us compassion, that compassion for each other.
Yeah, that's like for me an understanding.
But But because
What
I
y'all
did.
bringing up?
Go ahead,
Bro,
Ty.
y'all bringing me up this Alex Gray painting. He did this little seminar, and he was bringing up well we bring it up now, but the question is like the mind and your body, and don't you know how you can draw a picture of a mind or a soul or a ghost leaving the body, and then you know how Alex he like to draw the eyes around all of that, like the eyes is like the awareness of what's going on with the mind and the body that seem like it's struggling, but like as we talk we sometimes identify with that eye awareness.
Yeah.
It seemed like we just talking from the like body perspective at times. We're like, oh yeah, it's all right. Why would you say it's all right? You say everything. It's like, it. I see. I know how I'm gonna react now. Like I gotta say this. It's like it's something we see and observing the
Yeah.
observer.
That was
like
that was one of the best parts when I did the like when I was on shrooms and I was like doing the I am, and then it was like boom, like I just became everything. And it was like, oh shit, I get it. Like I get it. Do you know I am actually everything? Even though I didn't know I was, but I can see it now. And I can feel it. And I can, and it's weird, bro, because it's just weird. It's the weird feeling. It's scary at the same time. It's scary in a good way. I hate to say scary because it make it seem like it's like something you should be in fear of, and it's not scary like in a bad way. It's scary in a good way because you've been told all these different things, and then when you finally see it, you go, "Oh shit!" No matter what, everybody's gonna be okay.
And when you break through, you realize you have the power to actually go through it. Something
Yeah.
about a breakthrough experience, the peace you find in like getting through the like emotions of the body or the emotions of the mind and the chemical balance of the body, or you enter that state of like your inner being where like you're bypassing, like say you take Motrin, now you can't feel the pain in your arm, you're back to normal.
Yeah.
Like if you take a breakthrough experience, I think you might go through a similar thing where we enter a state of our being that's like beyond our body that gives us that assurance that we know.
Yeah.
It's one speculation.
Yeah, and you step like a lot of times you step outside of the what I thought I was or what I thought everything else was. You step outside of that. It's like you almost free from that. And then you just become this oneness. You become this oneness of everything and it's like, wait, but I thought it was this. And it's like you don't even have those thoughts.
no. Hey, it's this new cartoon out called I think it's called Nyla. It's similar to my daughter name, but it's like African. It's like African based, but she grew up in the forest, and it's this leopard chasing her, this giant leopard, and then while it's chasing her, she get hit to the ground, and these three dots activate on her head, and she get into like the avatar state. Her eyes turn blue, and then she's able to communicate with the leopard. But she didn't. And then the guy was watching the whole time and said she was speaking a different language. Everything's going. She said, "Oh, I don't even know what happened. I just tapped in." And then the guy was saying, "Wait, you must be the chosen one. Like you can hear the voice in your head and stuff like that about what's
Yeah.
going on." Even though she didn't know how to identify with it, it was just happening for her. She's like, "What are you talking about?"
Dang. I'm gonna have to check that out. But okay, so like during your ventures into psychedelics, what has been your most favorable one?
Isaac, I
Isaac,
think
yeah,
that's
So for
for
me,
you.
Isaac.
yeah, DMT for sure.
Yeah, you didn't give no. Yeah, you ain't. Give us one of your most beautiful DMT experiences.
Okay, so I'll say this: the first time I did DMT, I actually got some tabs from my friend, and he put it in a jar and left a tiny bit of DMT at the bottom. And I was like 90% sure. I was like, oh, I know he has some. It looks like it. So I tried it. It was amazing. I barely felt it. So it gave me the courage to go get some. So then
Yeah,
I bought $120 gram DMT, and it was pure acacia bark pink extract oil crystal. It was an oil crystal of like it would cling like metal. You put in a little plastic jar, you cling it. It sounds like metal, but it's oil. It's like getting shattered.
Dang.
But I got the most pure. So they must blast these barks with propane or something. No one knows how it's made. It's the most rare version. Everyone knows it's the best. And I found it and I got it first time. And I would start little sprinkles. I'd put down a layer of tobacco in my bowl, a layer of hash, DMT, tobacco, hash, so it vaporizes because you don't want to burn it, you want to vaporize it. So I put it in the middle. And I'd have the most beautiful visual aspects I've ever seen in my life. I'd have the most beautiful, relaxing body high beyond any massage I've ever felt in my life. I'd feel the most peace I've ever felt beyond anything I've ever felt in my life. And it's like, because, the dream chemical, when you die, it's what you release. And it's found in a plant. They found a way to get into our bloodstream. It's very wild that you have these enlightening experiences on it because it's related to death. So, but what was wild is then one day I was like, I'm going to sprinkle on double amount. Oh, man. I had no idea what I was doing. So then you go through a breakthrough experience and you have to like say, oh, snap. Wait, this is intense. This is more than I thought. Well, wait. Then I said this to myself. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. And I was able to grab the bull by the horns and ride it out by telling myself, this is what I wanted and this is what I'm doing. And telling myself I can do this. And it was so intense that it made me change. But then I did it for 30 days straight. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and it's like every time, bro, it be so different. Like have you ever seen the gestures?
No, man. The only entity I've ever seen was on shrooms.
Oh wow, bro.
Yeah.
You need to go get that other DMT. You go get that other DMT. I know that stuff is pure. Go like the acacia, and then they got the other one. They got the white, and they got the white. They got the yellow. No, not the 5-MeO, just the DMT.
Yeah. Just they got the white, the yellow. I have the pink.
Yeah. Get the white, get the yellow. Yeah, and when I say gone, bro, gone. You're out of here. You don't have no recollection of you no more. Like you be in these other places that exist that are just you can't explain it. Like you can't explain it. You be gone. Like, and when you come back, it be like you was gone for years.
Yeah.
For years.
Every night I dream I dream about 4 days in the same universe in another place, and I know what I'm doing and where I'm going and how to operate. And like, there's weird inventions and there's weird mechanical stuff and there's weird technologies, but we don't utilize the technology as like part of us. We use it to like better our lives to be more adventurous. It's very weird. So I live in an alternate reality. Every night I sleep for 7 hours. It's like 4 days. So I kind of know what you're saying.
Yeah, no.
But I've never really transported on it. I've only had breakthroughs.
No. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a breakthrough. No, a DMT breakthrough, bro, is what the fuck was that? That's what a DMT breakthrough is. Like when you break through, bro, I'm telling you, it's some crazy shit. It's some crazy
I did Changa in Colorado too. So I did like 2-3 bowls and hold it in as long as I can and hit the whole thing. And like, I'll go to another dimension. I'd wake up and be like, I want to go back. And I'd hit it again. I did it for an hour and a half straight. And then all of a sudden it wouldn't let me go back. It's like, you got to take a break.
Yeah, I did that before. I did that before.
Yeah, so you heard Changa?
Yeah, I did Changa.
Yeah.
Did Changa. I did DMT for like 3 years straight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when I say 30 days straight, I mean every 24 hours, like 2 to 3 bowls, 4 bowls.
Yeah, I did that. You ain't seen my videos?
No, I don't even know if I remember you, or I'm just like I'm in a slumber
you are.
right now.
You gotta. You go back and you watch the videos. I'm talking about from DMT 4ACO to everybody's here done it though. Cause we didn't have.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we didn't have meetups to where we come together. And that's what we do. We have a meetup. We come together. We do mushrooms. We do DMT. And we meet like Thoth, like how you were saying the Emerald Tablets. Like I've met Thoth before off Psychedelics. It's like off 4-HTL DMT.
Hey, that changes dude, that's very trippy, bro.
Yeah.
Like Thought is one of the most connected things I've ever felt when I read those tablets. Is more connected, and especially when it has to do with altering time. When I read those books, it seems to align time around me to the book.
Yeah, yeah, it's
I'm not joking. Like,
yeah. Even when
I
he
did it on
say,
stream a few times as an example, and I would be like joking about it, and then it would happen. I'd be like, "Look, I was trying to explain it, and then it happened." And then it happened like 5 times on that stream.
hey, it's
Like
crazy, right?
in
Because
1 minute.
look, well, this was like, I'm gonna give you a, like, we had a meetup, and our other friend Rob, right? We did DMT, and he met Anubis, and Anubis came to him and like put him in the casket. And was like, they wrapped him up and everything and put him in the casket and closed the casket on him. And he was like, he was like able to like venture out into space or whatever, space and time.
They say 4 days they put you in there or something.
Yeah, he did that. Like, I didn't seen, like, a lot of us here didn't seen a lot of different entities, from Shiva to, Vishnu. I think Vishnu like was the most beautifulest one I seen, because I was like in that place and just, oh my God, that city was so beautiful, because, I'm sitting there in front of this elephant head god, and then the city was like it was like ancient China, but like on the ends of the buildings, it was like made out of elephant heads, and it was like elephant head totem poles, and like the end of the clouds was like elephant heads, bro, but the trunks was moving. It was like the most beautifulest place, bro. I was like, what the hell? But it's like weird, because each time you come in front of these entities, they give you something different. They give you like something totally different. Like each one, like Anubis, like gave me the understanding of good and bad. Of like, how we say, oh, bad shouldn't happen. And, it was certain things that had to happen for things to be the way it is. So it was certain people that were chose or put in positions to do this right here in order so life could go this way or this could happen. And it was like fucking crazy, bro. So it's like weird, because like,
I've seen that very similar on shrooms. I did shrooms at Hearst Castle, California. And
yeah,
I spoke to a white lady of pure light with her face. We took about like 4 gram little mushroom bars, and
yeah,
I saw a pure white lady face, and it showed me a balance of life and death. And it was like a parabola graph of like, it goes down, then it like meets in the middle and goes this way, and then it like balances out, and it's perfectly balanced.
yeah. That'd be wild, because like, I think that's what I think the DMT is what took my well, I don't want to say that, because the shrooms I had, so many wild experiences.
Yeah, what's
bro.
funny though is about that is I forgot to say that. Every night I was doing the DMT for 30 days straight, I was actually taking mushrooms before after I got home from work.
Oh yeah.
I bought an ounce at the same time. I bought an ounce, a gram of DMT and an ounce of penis heavy mushrooms.
Yeah, that was us when we had to meet up. I took the ayahuasca and then did like 5 grams of mushrooms with the ayahuasca. I was ISIS, bro. I was like literal ISIS.
Dude,
like I see my eye in the sky.
Like, what kind of meetups is this? Like, I have a car, I have a camper. Like,
yeah, we supposed to be doing one soon. We supposed to be soon.
I'm in Cali. I'm by Yosemite.
Oh, by Yosemite? Yeah, I'm in San Diego.
Oh, word.
Like
yeah,
one
one of my best homies down there is like supplies a lot of the mescaline as a ritual like growing up down there.
I like the mescaline.
I know.
I like the mescaline.
I know.
I like the mescaline. It like it gave me it had me feeling good as hell, bro. Good as hell. But yeah, cause you gotta get the DMT breakthrough to where nothing makes sense.
I've had the breakthroughs, but maybe it was like a half breakthrough, because I did it, and then one time I've had like 3 or 4 breakthroughs, but like I remember going places, and I remember having mental breakthroughs, but I never met an entity face to face lucid.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I went to another dimension on DMT, I would seem like I was dreaming.
Yeah, no, not like that. No, it's not like a dream. It's some shit.
Maybe Changa's not strong enough.
Yeah, Changa is cool though. You can if you probably smoke enough, but it's not. But when you smoke that pure DMT, bro, when you break through, a lot of times you're gonna come back, you're gonna try to explain it. You're gonna be like, "What? I don't even know what the fuck that was." Like I seen this, I
Makes
seen
sense.
that.
So yeah,
It'd be so much
the
going
pink
on.
version of DMT I had was probably like 50 to 60% instead of 100%.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I never heard of anybody talk about the pink DMT. I'm not gonna hold
Yeah,
you.
because it has the different alkaloids in it. So my theory is that you're getting more of a natural experience that's more balanced in the brain because it has all this other alkaloids in it.
Yeah.
Is that the acacia?
Yeah, so it was either mimosa or acacia bark that I think they blast it with propane or something, dude. They make it basically into BHO, shatter, like it's a shatter oil crystal of DMT. And it's pink, has all the alkaloids in it.
Have you seen
So it's
that,
not
Theo?
DMT, it has everything.
But I don't know. That's wild. Nah, I never seen that. But I know mimosa is usually yellow or orange at most.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah, this
seen
is
mimosa
probably
pink.
the
But I make the mimosa
hostility.
all white, like
The
a powdered
mimosa
sugar.
hostilis.
Oh, acacia then. Yeah, acacia is pink then.
Nah,
Acacia bark.
okay,
I know.
no,
I've heard
acacia do the same thing though. It come out white and yellow too.
I've heard that acacia
but
has
the
more,
bark
like
itself
more
is pink,
goopy.
so
Like that's what they call the jungle spice. That acacia has more alkaloids in it, though. I've heard.
Yeah, because
so that's why I feel like I had more of a harmonic experience that
Like-
wasn't super like crazy. It was
Nah,
harmonic.
it'd be super crazy, but it'd be harmonic. You understand it. Like, trust me, you understand it, but it'd be fucking, you be like, what the
Like-
fuck was that?
When I did that, I've heard from people in my experiences, like when you pull more fats using heat, it's like that mimosa will be more of like a lot of turbulence. Not that it's necessarily bad, but it's almost like that being strapped to a rocket. Some people like that more, but I think that when it's powder white, it's like teleportation, quantum shifting, like the way you subtly just blast.
Yeah, you blast smooth. Oh, boy, this shit don't even exist no more. You be like, hold on, where am I at? There be some wild shit going on. Yeah, you mean the
friend,
gestures and shit, and the Cashapp records.
I would say mushrooms are like a fighter jet, and DMT is like a UFO.
Yeah, but
They're very
it's
similar.
crazy. It's crazy about the mushrooms because if you go into the higher doses, you gonna see the same shit you see on DMT. That's the crazy part too. So I think that's why I got into doing mushrooms more than DMT because it lasts longer. And like that's the thing that I like. Even though the 15 minutes do seem like forever. The 10 minutes, that shit seem like forever with DMT. It seems like, and that's crazy because I still got DMT and I haven't had an experience in a while since last year.
Hey, true. Are you saying
if
like
I had it in my house, it wouldn't last more than a month.
Yeah, I did that. Trust me, bro.
Hey,
trust me. Since you here at the channel, when you go to YouTube and look at the DMT experiences, and then you'll know what the hell I'm talking about. You'll be like, damn, wait. What'd you say, Eric?
True, are you saying when you it's like when you go in, like say for instance when you go dreaming, right? And you feel that okay, when you dream, it's like you don't exist here. You're somebody else totally different.
Yeah, within the dream.
Until you come back here. Then you like is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
like,
but it's not like the dream world. Like you know how the dream world be like this. Like on DMT, no, you'll be places that is nothing like this or nothing like you ever seen before. Like you can't explain it. You can't put it in the words because the shit that you seeing, it doesn't exist here. In no way, shape, or form. Like it doesn't exist. Yeah. So you trying to put it in the words and say, I seen this fractally thing, and then like this other thing popped out, and it's like you only can call them things.
Oh, so what you're saying that it's not a dream. It is as it is, but it's totally different.
Yeah. It's
kind of like a hyperhydrocholon or a tetrahydrocholon. Rather.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when I did it, I didn't break through at all, but I saw a symbol floating in the sky and it looked real as fuck.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when I took it, it made me feel like I was at home, even though I was halfway across the world.
Like you was at peace.
Like there'll be a
Mhm.
whole diagram. It'll be like an ancient alien tetrahedron version of the tree of life, Kabbalah, but from a different dimension timeline, and it'll be all hieroglyphs, and
All
it'll
like
float around so symmetrically and like all
how
type of culture.
hey, like they talk about the workshop. That it looked like some Santa's workshop like shit, and it's these little fucking entities. I don't know what to call them, or they look
I
like
just
they're
remember
working
one
on
too.
the everything. All it's like life is
Yeah.
going down this conveyor belt, and you just watching it. Oh dang, the cube is going down this conveyor belt, and you just like, wait, hold on, this look like life, but it don't look like life.
Yo, one time I was in this vast expanse. It was like one of those rooms, everything's made of plasma,
You know,
like
hey, true.
Nintendo
It kind of
64, but
reminds
super
me
HD. And then there's these
when you
three
had
beings
that.
in
Can
there.
you not hear
Uh,
Theo, Eric B? Again?
Theo?
Yeah,
I don't
because
even
Theo,
hear
it.
yeah, Theo is
Oh,
talking.
You can hear me, brother? But
oops.
yeah,
You
I
probably
was
gotta
just
go
gonna
out and
say
come
there's
back
this
in,
big
Eric.
vast
All right, let me go. I'll do that.
there's a big vast expanse. It's like made of that N64 stuff, like super and plasma, like smooth, but HD, more HD than anything, obviously here. But
Yeah.
I'm like in that vast room. It wasn't infinite because I could see weird. It wasn't a perfect square either. It was kind of angled weird, like trippy dimensions, like one of those like a room that goes from big to small or something. But there was a podium and there's three beings standing there and they looked like mannequins. They were all smooth and they were looking at me all funny. They had one of them, or they might have all had a clipboard in their hand. And all
Yeah.
of a sudden they look at me and they shift one way. It's like the most fractally like, and all the patterns are so familiar. They're all neon colors and different geometry. They shift into one and they're like, oh, look, we're smart. We're writing scientists. We're using clipboards. And then they shift to another flavor on me. They look at me like, what if we shift like this? And they shift to like a blue with orange geometry. And they just have different cultures. They're just showing me like every time they switch, I kind of go, whoa. And they start laughing.
Yeah, like
They
what?
just show me like, this
Yeah.
shit's a game. This is government.
This is
This is
government.
life.
Hey, that's me. Like when we did DMT by the beach, and the doctor looking entities was in the sky, and it was like they was looking at our reality, and like they was writing down everything that we was doing, and I'm looking at them like, bro, I see y'all. Like it was like almost like we was on a flat screen or something, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like this shit is not real. And then, dang, bro, I had so many DMT experiences that was just mind blowing. It just fucking, the reality just didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense. But we try to make sense of something that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Well, effectively,
said,
isn't reality
the
just
only
different
entity
levels
I
of
met
realization?
I'm on
Yeah.
shrooms.
You what on shrooms?
The only entity I met. And it was like, okay, so you ever seen Howl's Moving Castle?
Nuh-uh.
It's anime.
Nuh-uh.
Very interesting, like, story. Anyways, anyway,
Yeah,
okay.
I've seen that, bro. It's like a
So
big
his
spider
room-
house. Like the whole house is alive.
Yeah, so his room is very fractally and has all these like weird geometric mirrors and fractals of glass that like make up his art. I took like 4.2 grams of these blue like blue ass guild mushrooms. I don't know what they
Yeah.
were. You know. So I met this entity one night, and it was like a female essence of perfect fractals that was like 30 meters tall, 30 meters. Like if I'd, it was in black space, so you can't really tell. It could have been 2 million feet tall. I don't know, but it felt like it was like 60, 70 feet, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like purple background, purple neon mirrors of fractals are made up of an essence of like a woman entity, but it wasn't a human like it wasn't a human shape. It was fractal shape, but it like was the most loving, kind experience I've ever felt my whole life, and it reached a glowing arm down, touched my stomach, and I felt it, and then gas moved in my body. My gas went boom, and it did it 3 times. Touch my stomach, gas moved. Touch my stomach, gas moved to show me it was real.
Yeah, that's that might be the blue lady that you see on DMT. Like it's like she like the most purest love ever. Like what the
It
fuck? That
felt
shit
like
just,
God's wife hugged me. It felt like
yeah.
God's wife, like my grandma or something.
Yeah, when I started to see the blue lady on mushrooms like after I seen her on DMT the times that I did. And like that one time though, I was scared to go with her. But it's like she's like the most loving thing. Like all I could do was cry because it was like almost like I was just
My
being born.
baby.
Yeah, I was just being born and my mama hugged me for the first time in her arms. Like looking at me
Yeah,
for it
very
was
similar.
fucking yeah.
Very, very clear
Yeah.
that either these beings are similar or it's the same one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they
Wild.
similar.
No
I
one's
think
ever,
they
I've never had a conversation like this in like 3 years with someone like you or these people, or like I don't know everyone's name, but like you guys,
yeah.
this is weird.
Yeah, man, we
Yo,
I try
welcome
to
home,
feel
baby.
about this and no one understands, and you guys are like going like prolonging it. I'm like,
yeah.
yo,
Yeah, because that blue lady, bro,
I'm
like
just saying, welcome back, brother.
yeah,
You've been here
welcome
many
back.
times.
Yeah.
It's a hyperdimensional hub where we come, and every lifetime we find this weird ass device that brings us to a quantum space together.
The
So thank you
quantum
for
space.
coming
Yeah,
back.
thank you for coming
is
back.
this motherfucking thing right here now?
Yeah, the cube. The cube. I was inside that
That
shit.
thing is what got us here.
You ever have a deja vu trip where you have your whole life collapse into a tree of chances and you get to see one of the collapsing waves and you're like, damn, I saw my whole life in front of my eyes?
Yes.
I've had so many damn flashbacks where I'm like on my computer doing something on Discord and I'm like, oh damn, I saw this during my acid trip.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I've had some
similar.
timeline shifts. I felt like Matthew McConaughey on a bookshelf going through a tesseract before, where I was sending myself messages. I was like, all the moments were like at different times. Like I could
you
see
go-
stuff in the future and the past.
Yeah,
See, they're all
and
kind of
then
side
you
by
go,
side in a
hey,
way.
I did that hella time. Like this time, I'm gonna remember. And then he like, no, you not. But then it's crazy because that's when you start getting that weird ass deja vu. You know you did it before, you know, and you know what's gonna happen. But then even when you try to change it, you still can't. It still happens the same way it happened then. That was like my 4ACO journeys, the 4ACO DMT. It'll show me the next experience before I have it. And it'll show me exactly where I was going to have it at. And then like when I have it there in that spot, it'll go, remember I showed you? And I'm like, but dang, cause like when I went to my cousin's house where he stayed at, it showed me I was going to be there. And when I in the trip, I'm like saying like, I ain't been over there in that area since I was like in junior high school. So why would I be over there? And then bam, I'm in that area and I take 4ACO again in that area and it shows me again and shows me the trip again. I'm going through it again and it's like, see, I told you. And it's like, I never wanted to accept that life had already played out. But it's something else that knew it played out other than the thing that you was being right now.
I think it could be altered, but I do know what you're saying. So I took. Have you ever been familiar with lotus flower?
Yeah, I know of it, but I haven't took it yet.
Yeah,
So
bro.
it's
When
very,
I was on
very,
10,
very
I took
potent.
10 tabs one time and I was lost. And then later that night, I was taking lotus extract, the blue lotus, and smoking it too.
Yeah, me
I
too.
love that
So
stuff.
I recently went through like about 5 grams of the extract. I actually hid it in my room one night when I was tripping on it because I was kind of scared of it. I hid it somewhere. I have no idea where it's at. It's in here somewhere. So I actually saw the wheel of time and reincarnation, and someone had a chronovisor like device. It was like a technology device that they talk about in the Vatican. You could see the future or something in the past.
Yeah.
I had access to it on lotus flower, and I saw everything, and I'm like, okay, what happens when everything stops and everything ends and everything starts? And I went to that time and I saw a wheel of like a nebula. In the top of the wheel at the 12-hour mark at the top was the nebula that opened up. It was an iris. So when the iris opens, that's when people reincarnate, and that's when they come back in to come like back in.
Yeah, to come back into life.
Yeah.
The Eye of Ra.
And Lotus showed me that, and then I talked to someone on Call of Duty 2 nights later, and he's like, dude, I saw that on DMT.
Yeah. Oh wow, the
It's crazy.
sync is real, man. The sync is real. That's that.
This is a rare ass tribe right here.
Yeah. It's wild because a lot of people come in and they notice the psychedelic channel, but we talk about everything. We talk about psychedelics a lot, but we talk about everything else. So a lot of times when people pop in, they hear us talking about something else like bus driving, and they don't know that we've been diving in on psychedelics for so long.
Because like the main use for this channel, this is actually a bluegrass channel. We come and talk about guitar licks, bluegrass, and then bus driving sometimes, but then other times psychedelics just a little bit. So it's really
I could see the flow where like if someone new kind of comes in and like you guys have so much experience, but I don't know the full story. So you guys kind of like you gotta all have the experience to give it. But then after I would adapt to that, then I could see how moving on to other subjects would like show that kind of experience and quality through your journey also.
Yeah, because everybody.
We all get the updates from each other's like learning each other's stories has been hella interesting, and all the different trips we've been on, and like how it syncs up.
Hey, it is wild because because each person, like Theo, like if somebody come in talking about Amanitas, he's like the Amanita fucking king. Like not just Amanitas, Theo. I know you just the Mushroom King also, but the Amanitas, it's like that's the one I haven't dove into yet.
Sam, I'm curious about that. Who knows about that?
Theo,
they found me, bro.
Everything.
Yeah, I was out in Oregon, and for some reason, I was with my guy, Dr. Shrooms. He came, my homie from Cali, like, was coming through my town for some reason, and we linked up, and then we were talking about Amanitas a lot, and then we decided, like, why don't we go look for these things? They grow around, because I was like, I seen them as a kid, and people used to say you could eat them, other people would say they're poisonous, but one day I looked for like 4 hours on my bike, and then I was like, I give up. I'm about to go home. And as I turned the corner, right when I thought that this big ass bright Amanita was there, I was like, the elves found me. But yeah, I learned how to brew it. Brew it up with a little acid base you make out of some citric acid, a certain pH. Brew it on the stove, and then I put it in kombucha and further ferment it, extract it. So I was having some deep trips, like really trippy stuff.
Some deep,
would the further
deep dream
fermentation like make more of that chemical because it's alive or something?
Yeah, I think the fermentation, because the acidity of it, and like over time it would decarboxylate it even more and convert it.
Yeah, because I know I watched a guy from Ice, the Amanitas, they would get them and put them in jars of vodka and bury them. They say then they eat the flesh, and that's how you clean them. So like you gotta know how to clean it.
Yeah, it converts all that because ibotenic acid is the really harsh chemical that's in it, and muscimol. But the ibotenic acid is like ibotenic acid is almost identical to L-glutamine, which is not bad. It's like mitochondria, or like it's almost like glucose in the body. But also ibotenic acid is neurotoxic. So it can be harsh, and it can be hard on the digestive and the urinary tract and different things. So you got to convert it all into muscimol. But if you do that, you got to be careful to hike up the dose slowly. Also with all the batches, like if you get a ton, like 100 Amanita mushrooms, each one is going to have different potency. So you got to mix it all into big batches and then figure out how to dose it. Yeah, but you can get into like psychosis. Like at one point I was like, just in the backyard of my grandparents. No one was home. And I was like, how did I get here? It was like a dream. It was beautiful out. I was like, it's like 7 p.m. What time was it? Where am I? And I couldn't punch in the key code to get in the garage. I was punching the key code like 20 times, and it didn't. I'm like, it just didn't make sense.
My phone was like that. It's like, what am I? This is like an alien device.
Man. I looked at my
Nice
phone.
to meet you, Isaac. I'm Rance.
Hey, Isaac.
Nice to meet you, Isaac. I'm Rance.
Yeah, that's Rance.
Hey, much love.
I looked at my phone one time, Isaac, and the whole star constellation was popping out of it. And I just seen sparks shooting out my phone like hella
Yeah.
crazy, and I'm like, ooh, shit, I'm not touching that thing, and I'm just looking at the
Bro,
star
my shit would be
constellation
like,
spin around and do all kind of shit, and I'm like going, what the fuck
Yeah,
is that
I've
thing,
seen
that
that.
device?
Yeah, dude.
like
Okay, so
my
I took
screen will be
3.5
like,
with lemon tech. Sorry, my bad. I have so many.
no,
This
go for it, bro.
everyone knows so much of this. I took 3.5 with lemon tech and I blended it up in the blender. And,
Yeah,
I took it. The whole sky was like rotating like shapes of geometry. It looked like it was a spell. Like something was in the way of what's behind it. It was very odd. Like I felt like there was a spell over the sky.
yeah, yeah,
Like a
It was
spinning
like when you
tier
look at
system of
something
clocks,
in a
like
dream.
inside of a watch, but like
yeah,
in the sky.
yeah, in the sky. Yeah, I seen my aunt in the sky, and she like was draped over. Like it was one time the sky even looked like it was just a blanket. It was like it was a blanket almost over the planet, and it was another light. The stars was another light poking
Yeah.
through the blanket on the other
You ever
side.
feel like you're inside, True? Like when you're outside on so much psychedelics where you're like, I'm inside. This is
Yeah.
like the Truman Show. I'm
Man.
indoors.
Look, like how you got that cube right there. It was one time, bro. Like that cube, it was like it was like a circle, like a gold circle that had it looked like it had like it had all these fucking, like almost like how a watch would be designed, all in it and through it, bro. That shit was popping out the side of my head, like literally, and I'm like watching it, like what the fuck is that shit? Like what the hell? That was like the craziest trip, Theo. That was the time I could see life going up. I could see death going up and life coming down. It was like almost like life was a reflection of death and death was a reflection of life. They was both in the same thing. They weren't no different than each other. And it was like, what the fuck? I was like, man, we have nothing to worry about. Nothing.
And you came back with that somber message. You're all crying, but in a positive way. Like,
in a positive
calm,
way.
like, I'm telling you, it's okay.
It's okay. No matter what, it's gonna be okay.
But it's all good.
Like, wow, yes.
Yeah.
The experiences just be always far out, man. They be always
Like
far
I come
out.
back, like you know how an auntie or a mother looks at their kid when they're like 7 and they made the varsity team, and you're like, "Oh, baby!" from the sideline, your eyes are full of tears. You're like clutching your like pearl necklace or some shit. You're just like, I just love you all so much.
Yeah, I just love everybody.
That's how I feel coming back, or every day, damn near.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, Isaac. To where like you said, when you went to the mall and you was able to see that part of you within everybody, like everybody was you. I've been stuck in that place forever now, bro. To where I can't see anybody outside of myself different than what I am. And it's like when I look at people, I don't look at the person. I look at that thing
I don't think
in
I'd have
there.
as much like, like that's so powerful. Sorry, I didn't mean to like. Yeah,
No, go ahead. That's
so
what we
powerful.
do, bro. That's what we do. You got to cut off and jump in when it's time because you'll lose it.
When a thought is there, it's like I might lose it.
Yeah. That's what we all do. We used to it now.
Yeah, we just try to gamble and throw it in. Sometimes you got to yield. Other times you got to go. Sometimes if you don't go, it's worse than. Yeah,
and I
it's
host
crazy.
StreamYard too, so I know the flow, and sometimes you go, sometimes you're okay, sometimes like, oh wait, who?
Yeah, but it's wild because you get to that.
About,
go ahead.
You guys ever mess with LSA?
Wait, no.
Lysergic
Nah,
acid.
I've heard
Hawaiian.
Yeah, but Hawaiian Baby Wood Rose or the Morning Glory. I haven't tried it myself. I want to.
Very amazing. Oh my. But the thing is, I think with the morning glory seeds, you soak them in water and you have to squeeze every single individual pulp out like a pimple, and it's like you have to need like 200 of them to do it, and then that cleans it. And you don't want to drink the water because it takes the toxins out or something. But then with the baby wood rose wine, you have to like scrape off the shell, or you get like disgustingly nausea. And I didn't know the first time, and I took like 15. They said it'd take 2.
Damn.
Yeah, I astral projected that night, but I had the worst nausea for like 4 to 5 hours. I thought I might have died, and Could have probably. Who knows?
Yeah.
But then I ended up astral projecting and flipping through galaxies on LSA like an iPad. Like I was going HD, going through galaxies, just kind of checking them out. Maybe maybe where I want to make home in the future. I don't know. But,
Right,
like,
bro. Like flipping,
like
going
HD,
over planets and shit.
perfectly you know what I'm saying? In the space. So I don't know if space is real or I was imagining it, but
Oh my God, I did that shit on mushrooms,
For real, bro.
and it was like I was living through all these places to where once I got back here, bro, and I opened my eyes and I looked around and I said, "Oh shit, this ain't my reality," and closed my eyes and start flipping back through them, just going from reality to reality to reality to reality, and I'm just like, I didn't know which one was mine. I got lost. But
one time for me, it was like the first time I really broke through like that. I was going through outer space, like around me, galaxies and stars, like classic outer space. And I was going down over planets and I could see so much detail, but I was going so fast. I'd see like, oh, look at this culture, those type of beings, this type of art. And then I would go to the next planet. Like, it felt like it was 5 minutes or 1 minute, but it was like 1,000 years.
Yeah, bro, that shit is crazy. That's like when I, what was it? I think it was DMT, bro. And I was like, it was like I was inside that cube right there, and it was gold. Like I'm inside this gold cube, and I'm a monk, and I'm sitting there meditating. And as I'm meditating, I'm watching. My eyes is closed, you mind me. I'm meditating, but I could see everything though in the room going on, and I could see like these little lights shooting all around the room, these like fluorescent colored lights and shit, and it was like I meditated up the whole world. Like it was like I meditated for 1,000 years, bro. That shit was wild as shit, and like that's the part that I never could understand, cause you like. When I did the shrooms and the ayahuasca, bro, I seen the world start off from beginning and stop right at us. I was ISIS. My hands was wings. And like when I put the wing up to my eye to wipe my sweat, life just started to flash like from beginning. And when I moved my hand, it stopped right at us. And I'm like going, what the fuck? I'm like going, no, I'm tripping. I did it again and it went past us. It went past us, and I'm like going, and then I stopped it, and then like, bam, it's like, that's when I started to get the deja vus, because it's like, I don't know, it's kind of weird, because sometimes you'll have those experiences where life will play out.
Yeah. So when I went into my coma, I hit my head skateboarding, 3 brain hemorrhages. I don't remember if I said it. Out of body experience. I saw stuff out of my body that I would later see for the next 2 years in this town. I've only been in the town for 7 days given. So I've never been to a whole town. I've been 7 days, no way. So I would see stuff for the next 2 years. I'd be like, yo, I've seen that in a coma. I'd be walking with my friends down the street, seeing something weird. Yo, I've been here and I've done it in a coma, and this is all part of the plan. I'm like, weird, right? And then so then I told my friends, hey, I've seen Travis Scott fall in the Super Bowl like a Nephilim. And he falls in, and it's a halftime show. Yeah. They're like, what are you talking about? And I tell them before it happened. They looked at me. We watched it live. We smoked a 1/4 pound joint, like huge joint, like And they looked at me and said, "How the fuck did you know that?" I said, "I don't know. All I know is I was in a coma."
Yeah.
And I thought they were a prank on me. I thought they I hit my head and I forgot it happened, or then they were gonna tell me, "Oh, okay," they're gonna break the news, okay, you forgot everything, but then. No, I was watching it live, and I fully knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I'll be telling people, man, we already lived this life. You just don't know. We lived this.
I saw in the apartment that I watched the Super Bowl with the show, like 10 feet, 20 feet away is on the carving of a moon, a wave, and a sun in the concrete.
Yeah.
And I saw it in a coma. I moved to the apartment. Got my apartment, and it's right outside the door.
Man, I'm telling you, we lived this life. This is, I'll be saying that. I said, bro, we already did it. What this is like what they say when you die and then you have a flashback. This is the flashback right here.
Yeah,
this
is
not
how we
even
catching
real.
Up. It's like a quantum break. If we can catch up with it, something is off.
Yeah, something is off. and I think we trying to catch up to it. We trying,
true.
huh?
Hey, true. I get in contact with the beings from the Lord of the Cycles, and
Yeah.
they say that they're in your future of time.
Yeah. I believe that because like from the first time that I seen Anubis, right? From which I seen him many a times on mushroom experiences and journeys. Then it was like I dive in on the 4ACO and I was Anubis. And I was living the life of Anubis. And it was like, what the fuck, bro? Like that shit, like I think it's just a lot of things we don't understand. But I think we do understand, but we make ourselves not understand it so we can enjoy what this is right here, right now. So we can enjoy this piece of it. But this piece of it, like he even said, this piece of it is what connects all the other pieces. All the other things are connected to this. But those other levels of yourself, within that other level of yourself, you're being that. You feel me? And then in that other level, you being that in that level, to where you don't see the lower levels. But the lower levels of the you that is being right now is busy being that. It don't see the higher levels and it don't see the lower levels under it. But they're all like smashed together.
That's like 100% Emerald Tablets of Thoth breakdown. One of the things he says is how like the people that are lower than you in consciousness are not higher or lower. They're just in a different part of the process, and you've once been there before.
Yeah.
To have humbleness and understanding for it.
Now, Isaac, you just too about Thoth. Even Thoth said, I think it was Thoth, but it was the Lord of the Cycle.
Yeah,
it was Thoth.
When you said that, first thing I thought of was the Emerald Tablets of Thoth.
Yeah, and they explain that there's 9 above and 14 below. And the ones that I'm speaking of the cycles, 9 cycles above and 14 cycles below. It's like we are at the 14 cycles that's below, and when you get to the high cycles, it's all 9 above. Something like that.
Yeah, and that's how it was like when I seen Thoth, right? Like, and it's crazy because like you could tell when you're about to see Thoth. That's the one thing that I started noticing, because you get these peacock feathers and you get the loud green colors and shit like that, bro. And when Thoth seen me, bro, that's how he was looking at me. Like he was like saying like, how'd you get here? Like, this is a level of consciousness like, you don't reach. Like, how the fuck is you even here, bro? That shit was trippy as shit. That shit, I don't know, that shit be trippy, but I gotta go, y'all, because I gotta get some rest. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Hey, much love, dude. Best conversation I've had in a year. Probably.
Yeah, we do this a lot, bro. So tune in, man. Make sure you stay around. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, sub up, and then I'll inbox you. I'll inbox you some stuff, bro, and let you know about when we do the next meetup and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
I'll check it out. Brother. We always come in and kick it whenever people can.
Yeah, he's like, I'm trying to go hit this bomb.
My ADD, we popular.
Yeah. All right, bro. All right, and thank y'all. Thank you as always, Theo, Eric B, Just Ty, Cryo. Love to see you back in here, Cryo.
It's been the best.
You feel me? Little brothers, the little bros.
Oh,
Theo is the big little bro. Hey, I like how Theo be saying that you got to decarboxylate it. We got to do that decarboxylation. You feel me? What the fuck, man? You like the decarboxylation for reals on the Avenidas. That's what you got to do. Then you know what? You know what I found? Maybe some of us is just some fucking psychedelic scientists. Like just straight psychedelic scientists, just straight up. Like when you think of some of the stuff that y'all did and y'all get to talking about it, like that shit is crazy. You's a psychedelic scientist, you and Just Time. You take a psychedelic and decarboxylate it. Oh,
Beakers and stuff.
yeah, all kind of shit. But all right, yeah. Now we just use regular household products. You feel me? Dishwasher liquid, a mayonnaise jar,
Ketchup
Right,
and
a pickle
mustard.
jar.
a pickle jar, and shit. It's the regular type
Pirate
shit.
from Granny Town.
Exactly.
Regular.
But all right, I'm gone, man. I'm a holler.
All right, man.
All right. And thank everybody else. Man, thank y'all for being here in the chat. Like it'd be kind of dope because, like I said, you know, a lot of people be new here. They don't know that we be just talking about psychedelics, but we talk about everything. But as you can see, when somebody come in and start talking psychedelics, yeah, we go right back into the psychedelics as usual. And thank y'all for y'all questions. For y'all that's out there, you know, you make it what it is. And peace out. I'll see y'all tomorrow, though. No doubt. We're going to do this again tomorrow.